Alrighty.
Listen close, Centurion. We've got a serious problem, and you're already involved. The orders of Tyria have come to me about one of your soldiers, Howl the Brazen.
Howl's dead, sir. He died fighting Duke Baradin. I've seen his grave.
Yes, and before he died, Howl apparently bought a dangerous magical amulet from the necromancer Rissa. Where that amulet goes, the undead follow. Rissa has been distributing them all over the region. The Orders want to examine Howl's amulet to see what they're up against. The High Legions want to forge a working relationship with the Orders, so you're going to join their investigation. Reps from the Vigil, Derman Priory, and the Order of Whispers will meet you at Howl's grave. Confer with all three, but focus on the one most likely to get results. Got it?
Yes, sir. Howl was one of mine. I'll do whatever it takes to get to the bottom of this.
It's not just about a necromancer. It's also about dragons and the undead.
So you still think this necromancer Rissa is an agent of the Elder Dragons?
On sight, yes. Don't ask how I know. It's the Order of Whispers' business to know things.
The Priory concurs. We don't know much about Rissa, but we do know she was corrupted.
Then finding and killing her is our priority, not digging around in graveyards.
That's why Brimstone sent us the Centurion. Our orders never agree on anything.
Welcome, Centurion. Glad to have you with us. I am Yahala Scribepaw of the Derman Priory. My colleagues are...
I don't need you to speak for me. I'm Gon Towerbreaker of the Vigil. Glad to have another military mind on this mission.
I am Kurakon, concerned blacksmith from the Order of Whispers. We specialize in covert activity, information, infiltration, and assassination. I'm sure Tribune Brimstone briefed you, but to review, all three orders are dedicated to stopping the Elder Dragons. Your late bandmate may be connected.
I understand the mission parameters. Hal's grave is right there. What are we waiting for? See? That's how a military mind works. Identify the problem, attack it head on. None of this sneaking around, talking things to death.
We were waiting for you, Centurion. There's a complication between us and the objective. Namely, a throng of undead grubs.
And since this used to be a bandmate of yours, we thought it prudent to wait before we dug him up. Now that you're here, though, let's start squashing. No amulet here. There isn't even a body. Either someone dug up your friend or he dug himself out. If Gon here wasn't so humorless, I might say, this is a dead end.
Go hammer your anvil, blacksmith. The adults are talking. Look, our objective hasn't changed. We still need to secure one of those amulets.
I'm afraid I must leave that to you two. Without the amulet in hand, I need to confer with my colleagues before the Priory can commit to a course of action.
We have the Necromancer's records. We know the location of at least 2 more of Rissa's trinkets. I say we start in Trugar's homestead. Me and my fellow blacksmiths do a lot of business there. Valuable contacts at the location that we can't afford to lose.
Scorch what your associates can afford. The people of Snowdrift's Haven have already been attacked, and they need our protection now.
You can't save everyone, Crusader. And since our new friend here can't be in 2 places at once, who are you going to protect, Centurion?
It's worse than I thought. The Haven's already crawling with undead creatures. We need to clean them out.
Agreed. But what about the amulet?
It's easier to search a dead body that isn't moving. Let's go.
This amulet of Rissa's was able to summon more than just undead grubs. I don't like this. Hal's grave was empty. He could be out there right now, leading an undead attack on some other haven.
Maybe, but right now, our top priority is to get this amulet back to the Citadel. The sooner we understand how it works, the better.
Agreed. With all three orders pitching in to study the amulet, we can figure out how to destroy it, or at least deactivate it.
Studying is for scholars and spies. They can do whatever they like with Rissa's amulet after we secure it someplace where it won't cause any more trouble.
Nothing like hunting deer in the morning sun. Called it.
Look at that.
The German Priory.
Beauty here. Dozens of ways to die. I like that challenge.
Spurs. The dragons want us to come at them individually. That's why we should do it.
Glad to have you both aboard. We're going to need reliable information from here on. Not to sell the Vigil short. Their firepower is always an asset.
No need to flatter me, Tribune. I know research isn't the Vigil's strong suit. As long as what we're doing eventually leads to the dragons, we don't mind taking a back seat. Temporarily.
Reporting in, Tribune. We have one of the Necromancer's amulets. Now we just need to figure out how to deal with it.
Top Priory researchers are standing by to determine how the amulet works, and more importantly, how to neutralize it.
My sources say the Inquest has already completed their research on one of these amulets. Why waste time repeating their efforts when we could just acquire their results?
I don't trust the Inquest methodology. This is too important not to handle ourselves the right way.
You scholars and spies know more about the right way to collect data. The Vigil will be standing by when there's action to be taken.
It's your call, Centurion. Do you want to assist the Order of Whispers retrieval mission, or the Priory research effort? Know what cannot be known.
I could be a Whispers agent, so long as the whispery part was optional.
Know what cannot.
The Inquest did their crystal research in that dredge mine. They're down there now, sterilizing the site to remove any trace they were ever here. The Inquest got where it is by stealing others' research and murdering the competition. Ready to give them a taste of their own medicine.
I'm ready for anything that will settle this amulet business and lead me to Hal. Nobody messes with my warband, not even after they're dead.
Your fallen comrade is already a part of this case, so solving it will tell us what happened to him. Shall we begin?
found something. Are these the research results we were after?
Let me see. Yes, you found them. There's quite a bit of useful information here. A few inquest secrets that my blacksmithing friend put to good use.
What else do they say?
Not here. I'll fill you in back at the Citadel. With these results and the help of the other orders, we should be able to wrap this up.
Must be sending you into Dragon Meat.
When I get some time off, I'm gonna come back here.
It's okay.
That was overkill.
Want us to come at them individually. That's why we should.
Glad to have you both aboard. We're going to need reliable information from here on. Not to sell the Vigil short. Their firepower is always an asset.
No need to flatter me, Tribune. I know research isn't the Vigil's strong suit. As long as what we're doing eventually leads to the dragons, we don't mind taking a back seat. Temporarily.
Ready. Eager to hear your report, Centurion. We're seeing an increase in undead attacks all over the region. Safe to say Rissa's amulets are responsible?
We've learned that they're connected to the Orion Dragon. They turn their owners into undead, and draw other undead to them. The Vigil has one of the amulets stashed in our HQ. Are you saying that my people are in danger?
You militant types ought to be used to that by now. With so many innocents at stake, the Vigil can defend itself. The Priory is working on a way to detect the amulets. We'll use our device to stop the next outbreak before it starts.
And if the Vigil falls, who will defend all those innocents it already protects?
And while you're working that out, I'll withdraw to confer with my superiors. You have a tough choice ahead of you, Centurion. What's it going to be?
You have questions?
Wait until you see our locator device in action. My colleagues really outdid themselves.
How does it work?
Simple. I activate the device to send out a wave of energy that resonates with the Dragon Crystal's magic in the amulet.
Any undead the wave encounters will show up on the readout. Remember, one of them will be wearing Rissa's trinket.
The effect doesn't last very long, but if we lose sight of the enemy, we can always send out another pulse.
Sounds good. Let's field test this little gem and see if it works like it's supposed to.
Lead the way. I'll follow.
This way. The readout is pointing into this cave. Too tight, you can find. Very odd. These grubs aren't wounded or that undead is wearing the amulet.
Now that's how you deploy new technology. Let's see the Vigil call out enemies they can't even see.
I can't deny that it worked well, but there are other amulets out there, and Hal the Brazen.
True. The case is far from closed, but our success here brings us that much closer to the source of the problem. The original Dragon Crystal itself.
Let's take this amulet and the detector back to the Citadel. Ritlock and the other orders need to know what we've achieved.
Of course, though between the detector and the reagents Scholar Vivian's team provided, the Priory has this matter well in hand.
Let me take care of a few final details here, and then I'll join you and the others.
Nothing like hunting deer in the morning sun. Never getting any wild animals.
What do you have for me? The orders disagree on how to proceed, so I have a plan. You choose which one will help. In return, I've arranged for you to permanently join that order. You'll still be a Centurion of the High Legions, but you'll also be a link between us and your chosen order. Your warband will continue doing Citadel business while you're gone.
I understand. Hal's involvement made this personal, but the Orient Dragon is a global threat. We need strong, reliable allies against it.
Okay, people. Time to decide. We have the means to find the Necromancer's Dragon Crystal, and to destroy it.
All thanks to the Priory. We know what we're doing, so now let us destroy the crystal without interference. We work better that way.
There's no way I'm leaving a vital search and destroy mission to a bunch of academics. Wait for Vigil support before you make a move.
Either way, the Order of Whispers will do what we always do. When you draw their attention, then strike from the shadows.
It's your call, Centurion. But remember that you're not just helping out. You're joining the order you choose.
Knowledge is power.
Maybe I should change. I overheard. You're leaving us to join one of the orders?
I'm accepting a special assignment from the Tribune, and the warband will need a leader while I'm gone. That's you, Legionnaire.
Ha! And our Primus said I was too cheerful to lead a warband. But seriously, I'm okay filling in for you, but a permanent promotion? Are you sure?
I need someone I can trust, someone effective. You've got some rough edges, but there's nobody else I'd want calling the shots. If anyone objects, send them to me, or just crack their heads until they think different. You're in charge now. Act like it. I know you can handle this.
Thanks, boss. You can count on me. Good luck in Lion's Arch. We'll be waiting when you get back.
Knowledge is power.
Welcome aboard. This marks the start of a long and prosperous partnership between you and the Derman Priory.
The Priory's methods have served us well, and I like your approach. Solving a problem in your labs and libraries before you solve it in the field. It's efficient, it brings victory, and I like winning. Now let's go find Hal and destroy the Necromancer's crystal.
Of course. Usually our novices aren't so commanding, but then again, you've done it before, and you're right. There is work to do. I'll meet you at Lichcroft Mere with everything we need to end this. Until then.